To whom it may concern, if you're reading this document, it means I'm either dead or have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. My name is Marshall Teller. Not long ago, I was living in New Jersey, just across the river from New York City. It was crowded, polluted, and full of crime. I loved it. But my parents wanted a better life for my sister and me. So we moved to a place so wholesome, so squeaky clean you could only find it on TV. Unfortunately, nothing could be further from the truth. Sure, my new hometown looks normal enough, but look again. What's wrong with this picture? The American dream come true, right? Wrong. Nobody believes me, but this is the center of weirdness for the entire planet.
Thank you, little paper boy.
Eerie, Indiana. My home, sweet home. Still don't believe me? You will. Ever since moving here, I've been convinced that something is very wrong with Eerie, Indiana. I tried telling myself there was a logical explanation for everything, but logic doesn't apply here. That's my family. They're all too busy to see what's going on. Mom just started her own party planning service down at the Erie Mall. My sister Cindy is practicing for a driver's test. Personally, I don't think anybody who spells Cindy, S-Y-N-D-I, should be allowed to operate a motor vehicle. Dad works for Things Incorporated, a product testing company. Dad's job is one of the reasons we moved here, because, statistically speaking, Erie's the most normal place in the entire country. Statistics lie. Hey, Mom, what's to eat?
There's plenty of leftovers.
Leftover from what? Think we ought to send this to the lab for carbon testing?
Okay, so it's not an ad for good housekeeping. But your father and I work all week, so until I can get to the grocery store this afternoon, it's every teenager for himself. Don't eat those.
I'll get it. Where's Donna Reed when you need her?
Welcome, neighbors.
Hi.
I'm Betty Wilson from up the street. Just thought I'd stop by and welcome you folks to our little corner of the universe.
Won't you come in? I'm Cindy. This is my brother, Marshall.
These are my boys, Bertram and Ernest.
Hey, how's it going?
They're such good boys. Is the lady of the house at home? Mrs. Teller, if you're like me, a homemaker on the go, you know how overwhelming the task of everyday housework can become.
Well, I wouldn't say overwhelming.
Well, those days are over, thanks to the space-age wonder, Foreverware, every homemaker's answer to every homemaking problem. From our own secret formula simulated plastic, Foreverware manufactures a full line of vacuum seal containers to meet any contingency in the home of today.
Sorry.
Tell you what, why don't you come to a little Foreverware party I'm throwing at my house tomorrow afternoon? Come as you are. It's just a few gals from the neighborhood getting together to trade gossip and tips about how to organize your life with this wonderful line of products.
Honey, is this leftover stuffing or something else? I can't tell. Sorry.
So it's all set then? 4:30 sharp.
Well, I was looking to meet some of the ladies on the block. Oh, heck, why not?
Wonderful. I'll just leave you with this complimentary catalog written by my late husband, Walt, the inventor of Forever Wear. It's full of recipes, household hints, words of wisdom, and information on financing plans.
Financing?
Oh, and one last thing. I always like to leave a special sample behind as a little thank you. Here's one of our super sandwich savers. It's yours to keep, no obligation, of course. And if you're hungry, the bologna sandwich inside is as fresh as the day it was made in 1974. Of course, you've always got to make sure the lids are sealed tight. Otherwise, the aging process is accelerated.
Oh, of course.
Otherwise, Forever Wear is guaranteed, when used as directed, to keep anything fresh forever. Well, great then. We'll see you tomorrow.
4:30 sharp.
You're going to love my friend.
Oh, should I bring anything?
Oh, no,
I thought that was the last I'd see of the twins. But then, suddenly, unexpectedly, one of them slipped me a note. There was a weird look in his eye. Something desperate. Yearbook 1964. What did it mean? Was it some kind of cry for help? That's Simon, my next-door neighbor. He's just a kid, but I let him hang out because his parents don't seem to want him around. He's the only friend I've made since moving here. He's also the only one who believes me about Eerie. The librarian thought I was weird checking out all those yearbooks. Better weird than dead. What are you looking for, anyway? Here, check out this note. Yearbook 1964? There's gotta be something in these yearbooks. Some kind of clue. I'm looking for something wrong or out of place. Something like these guys. Hey, it's Bert and Ernie. Those guys must be really dumb. They've been in the 7th grade forever. I don't recognize any of these other kids, though. How could you? This yearbook is from 1964. But that's impossible. Unless the twins are 30-something. We gotta get a closer look at this Forever Wear stuff. Smells like a bologna sandwich. Looks like a bologna sandwich. Nah.
I'm sure Forever is just a figure of speech.
Not according to the financing plan.
Oh, this from a man who was still paying off the student loan.
Simon, your mom's yelling for you.
Hey, you boys aren't playing with my Forever Wear sample, are you?
Oh, no, Mom.
It's not a toy. It's a tool.
Honey, what does that mean?
I don't know.
The way Mom was talking about Forever Wear, I knew it was time to spring into action. That night, Simon and I agreed to sneak out and spy on the Forever Wear lady and her twins. I had to find out what was going on before Mom went to that party. Ready, Simon? I was born for this. Unfortunately, this would require some stupid risks on our part. I knew something was wrong with her. It ain't natural. Check out the twins.
Mr. Sandman says it's Betty Pie time. I'm coming up now.
I'd seen some strange things since coming to Eerie, but nothing prepared me for what I saw next.
Good night, Dumpling. Sleep tight.
mom vacuum seals them every night in giant size foreverwear. Marshall, look! Run away! Run away! I was scared to death. But if I didn't do something quick, my whole family was gonna wind up human leftovers. Normally, I wouldn't be afraid of pancakes. But back in Jersey, breakfast was always a serve-yourself bowl of cereal. Mom had me worried.
So, how are the pancakes?
Great.
Yeah? I got the recipe out of my Foreverwear catalog.
It was almost time for that Foreverwear party, and Mom was on a housekeeping binge. If she went to that party in her state of mind, who knows what could happen? I decided I had to tell somebody, no matter how crazy it sounded. I'll tell Dad. Dad was a reasonable guy. He'd believe that Mom was being lured into a mind-sucking cult of housewife zombies who'd preserve themselves in giant rubber kitchenware. He'd believe me. He'd know what to do. Dad?
Yes, son.
Never mind. There was nothing I could do to stop her. So Simon and I decided to crash the Forever Junk party. Somebody had to save Mom.
Everybody, meet Marilyn Teller, soon to be the newest member of our Foreverwear family.
Not if I got anything to say about it.
Everybody, take her to the living room. Well, why doesn't everyone introduce themselves?
Beatrice Pillsbury, and I've been a Foreverwear user since 1962.
I'm Imogene Crocker, and I've been fresh since 1966.
Oh, you Winterford Swanson, and I just don't know what I would have done without Foreverwear since 1968.
My name is Phyllis Stouffer. I sealed these Brussels sprouts when Jimmy Carter was president, and they're still fresh.
Okay, everyone, it's time for the Foreverwear song. Ladies.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Foreverwear, for wives and mothers everywhere. Our goal has always been to seal the freshness in forever, foreverwear. For any dish that you prepare, for each and every meal, we have the perfect seal. The muffins that you made today will still be fresh and early made. Your coffee cake, your cinnamon ring will last at least until next spring. It works on almost everything. Foreverwear. For 30 years I've been singing that song, and it still gives me goosebumps.
Marshall. Hello, Marshall. Mom?
Oh, everybody, if you'll just take a moment and look at what Marilyn is demonstrating. It's our model L99, the pickle lifter.
Oh, my.
Show us how it works, won't you?
Well, let's see. Just take this off and...
Hi, guys. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here. I checked out the 64 yearbook. That's you guys, isn't it?
We need your help.
You do?
So I told Mom. I said,
How about a forever wear wave?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Excuse me, my casserole.
Mother's been sealing us up every night since our dad died in 1964. She wants to preserve us so we never grow up and leave her.
Boys?
Mother!
Boys! Why are you up here? You know how much I need my boys at my side.
Ernie has gas.
Yes, well, I suppose you did the right thing then. Try to get better to help me downstairs with refreshments, all right?
Yes, Mom.
Such good boys. Now, I'm going downstairs and I want you to follow me lickety-split. Understand?
Oh, my God. I thought she was never gonna leave. Now you see why you've got to help us. What if something goes wrong? What if you're next? You don't know what it's like being in 7th grade for 30 years. It's a living hell. Come on.
Oh, and there's just one more little thing. Here's your Forever Wear contract. Remember, Forever Wear will last you a lifetime, maybe even longer.
Yes, I can see that now. Let me have dealer special.
Family size starter pack. Excellent.
Excellent.
Welcome to the Forever Wear family. Will that be cash or check?
Tell me what you need me to do. As I watched Mom sign on the dotted line, I knew I had no choice but to go along with the twins' plan. So later that night...
Good night, little darling.
But I want to go in with you. Sorry, Simon. No offense, but you're just a kid and this could be dangerous. Besides, I need you for an important job. All right, here's the key to the evidence locker. You know what to do if I don't come back. I go straight to the president. And if I can't get through to him, I tell your mom and dad. Check.
Forever tip number 714. Vacuum seal yourself for 8 uninterrupted hours a day and stay young forever. Remember, 8 hours a day keeps the wrinkles away. Remember, 8 hours a day keeps the wrinkles away. Remember, 8 hours a day keeps the wrinkles away.
Somebody had to help the twins graduate from 7th grade, and that somebody was me. All right, Marshall, get Ernie.
Thanks, Marshall.
Now what?
We'll take care of Mother.
My mission accomplished. I didn't hang around to see what happened next.
What have you done? My vacuum seal!
Morning, Mars. How you doing?
I don't know yet. How are you?
Well, I made your favorite breakfast. Cornflakes. Thanks, Mom.
Milk's bad.
Well, look at this. Oh, ooh. Ooh, so much for the forever and forever wear.
Oh, gross. Ugh. Oh, well, I'm glad we found out now. You know, I don't know what got into me. I guess that Betty's just some kind of super saleswoman. Yeah, I'm going over to Betty's right after breakfast and cancel that order.
Way to go, Mom. Stay the way you are. The messy mom that I love.
Oh, thanks. I think.
You're okay too, Dad?
Thanks, Marshall. Now that everyone's okay, can somebody tell me what is going on with the mail?
Whoa, something's pecked out Egg McMahon's eyes. Ooh.
I couldn't help but wonder what happened to the twins without their foreverwear. Did Bert and Ernie turn into rotten blobs of goo?
Can we help you?
Hi. Sorry to bother you, but we were looking for Mrs. Wilson.
I'm sorry, but there was an emergency in the family, and she had to leave suddenly. Can we help you?
Huh. Maybe. You see, I placed this order for some kitchenware with her, and, well, I've had a change of heart. I really wanted to cancel that order, but, if she's not here...
Well, she left some paperwork. Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, this is just what I was looking for. Huh. Excuse me, but are you related to the twin boys who live here?
Yes, twins run in the family.
Nice.
Boys? Who is it?
Who's there?
Nothing, Mother. Just go back inside, Mom. We'll be up in a minute.
Such good boys.
Say, will you be seeing Mrs. Wilson?
I think so.
Please tell her I'm sorry about canceling my order.
We will.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Uh-huh. Come on, Marshall, we're leaving.
In the 7th grade. Now that's scary. Hope Bert and Ernie got what they wanted. I'm never eating leftovers again as long as I live. Simon and I added one petrified bologna sandwich to our Eerie Museum of Horror. That's where I've hidden all the evidence you'll need to find out what I already know. A kid's gotta grow up fast in Eerie, or he might not grow up at all. Eerie, Indiana, day 45. I knew my hometown was going to be different from where I grew up in New Jersey, but this is ridiculous. Nobody believes me, but Eerie is the center of weirdness for the entire planet. Item, a guy that looks suspiciously like Elvis lives on my paper route.
Thank you, little paper boy.
Item, Bigfoot eats out of my trash. Item, a bizarre housewife cult in town has been sealing up their kids in giant rubber kitchenware so they don't age. And now, just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, I discovered that in Eerie, even man's best friend is up to no good. When I try to tell this to my family, they just think I'm weird. Better weird than dead.
about his appointment, do you?
Oh, you know, Marshall, he never forgets anything. Heck, he even remembers stuff that never happened. He's around somewhere. Marshall!
Uh-oh. Hey, Mom, have you seen my tape player anywhere? It's probably where we left it.
Marshall!
Were you looking for me?
No, we were just practicing. Of course we were looking for you. We're going to be late for your orthodontist appointment.
I don't want to go.
What do you mean you don't want to go?
What's the matter, honey? You're not still afraid of getting the retainer, are you?
Don't make me do it. Please.
What's gotten into you?
Dogs. Big, drooling armies of dogs.
You mean like that man-eating poodle?
Never mind about dogs. Sometimes in life you have to do things that you're afraid of. And going to the orthodontist is one of those things.
But you don't understand.
We'll talk about it in the car.
Marshall? Honey, your father and I are getting a little concerned about you.
Son, you don't seem to be making a lot of new friends in Eerie. You haven't taken off your giant sweatshirt in months, and now you're making a big deal about a simple retainer.
Something you want to talk about?
Even if I tell my parents, they won't believe me. They'll just think I'm homesick or worse yet, crazy. You see, hideous pain and the fact that I'll look goofy don't have anything to do with why I don't want a retainer. It's dogs I'm worried about. It all started with a guy named Steve Konkalewski. Steve had the biggest teeth in the 7th grade. I mean, we're talking major surfboards.
Just relax, Mr. Konkalewski. Open wide. Mr. Konkalewski, you've been seeing me for 5 years. You haven't been making very much progress. Dr. Hukanuba is very unhappy. Since your teeth refuse to behave, I have designed for you something very special. A new, radical, experimental, prototypical, one-of-a-kind retainer. Perfection. Now, this isn't going to hurt a bit.
As soon as Steve got that new retainer, the strangest things started to happen to him.
Watch it, pal.
Steve shrugged it off. Couldn't be that dog he heard, no way. But Steve forgot this is Eerie, Indiana. Steve wasn't exactly a friend, but he'd always come over to my house to eat because his mom wouldn't let him scarf snacks at home. Probably just because it looked so gross. He had stuff stuck in his braces from last Thanksgiving.
Here's those library books you wanted. I got everything except the Sorcerer's Bible. It was checked out.
Just as I suspected. There's the Bermuda Triangle, right?
Uh-huh.
And look. That's an aerial photograph of Eerie.
Wow.
Here's the shocker. They're the exact same shape.
Whoa. That proves everything.
You guys are nuts. I lived here all my life, and nothing weird has ever happened to me. Ever. Eerie is the most boringest place on the planet.
Oh, yeah? Then what were those strange lights in the sky Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Lightning, Marshall. Jeez.
Lightning doesn't hover and land.
We got pictures.
These are so blurry, they could be anything.
Anything, including UFOs.
Enough said.
Get real, man.
Come on, pal. Drop it. Drop it. Give it to Papa.
No way, Simon. Get your own hoagie. I don't want any of your dumb hoagie. Shut up about it.
I didn't say anything.
You just asked for some.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Did you? It wasn't me. That's so weird, man. I've been hearing these voices all day. I could have sworn somebody just asked for a bite of a hoagie. Well, if it wasn't Simon and it wasn't me, who was it?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, boy, juicy meat on stale bread, my favorite. Come on, Blimpo. You don't need it. Yes. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, in my mouth, baby.
Somebody just said, yeah, baby, oh, baby, in my mouth, baby. I'm telling you, man, ever since I got this retainer, I've been hearing things.
It's the dog. Steve can hear what he's thinking.
Get out of here. Well, if it's not the dog, then who is it?
Is that possible?
I don't know. Maybe there's a way to test it. Here, give me that. What are we doing?
We're conducting a little experiment.
What kind of an experiment?
A double-blind test.
What's a double-blind test?
Come here. Put my mom's grocery bag over your head.
Smells good in here.
I don't get it. How can Steve hear what a dog is thinking? I don't hear anything.
When I lived in Jersey, a friend of a friend knew a guy who could hear a radio station in his mouth. His fillings were like some kind of antenna. Maybe somehow all that metal in Steve's mouth is picking up some kind of dog signals.
You guys are crazy.
All right, tell me when you hear any voices, anything at all.
Nothing yet. Just you geeks. I'm getting something. Heads. Heads. Tails.
Is it a trick?
Keep concentrating.
I'm picking something up about a lucky dog.
Wow! That's right! Good boy!
I don't believe it.
You better believe it. Do you realize we made contact with the animal kingdom? This is gonna make us rich and famous. We could get the Nobel Peace Prize. We could end up on Unsolved Mysteries.
We gotta figure out how these work.
Yeah, you good guy, yeah. Come here. Hey, guys. I think he likes me.
That's what you think, you bite-sized punk.
What's the matter?
Yeah, you're such a friendly guy.
Looks like lunch. Smells like lunch.
Are you picking something up?
I think the dog said something about eating Simon.
Get off me!
Hey, a guy's gotta eat.
Don't show any fear.
Come on, boys. Just a snack.
You there! Have you forgotten your duty? Stop wasting time with these overgrown fleas. There is work to be done. Au revoir.
What'd he say?
Said we're dead meat. I knew nobody would believe us about Steve being able to hear what dogs are thinking. What we needed was proof. Physical evidence.
No, you don't. Come on, Steve, don't be such a wuss. We're just gonna use you for an antenna. Look, it's simple. I clip this end on your retainer, and this end to the antenna of my sister's recorder. If we're lucky, I might be able to tune into what you're hearing.
Can you record it?
I'm gonna try.
This will never work.
You believe in radio waves, don't you? You believe in TV. So maybe dogs are just on a different frequency.
If it's the dogs I hear, then how come they're speaking English?
I don't know. Maybe they're not speaking English. Maybe we're speaking dog. How should I know?
Hey, tingles.
That's good.
It is?
Yeah. Let's go find us some dogs.
You guys, my arms are getting tired.
Keep them up. We'll get better reception. How you coming with that foil, Simon?
Almost done. Hold it. You guys, this is really lame. It's so lame that there's not even a lame word for it. It's beyond lame.
Dogs at 12 o'clock.
You picking anything up yet?
No, just buzzing.
Turn them around like I showed you, Simon.
No, more buzzing. Whoa, it's definitely it. I'm definitely picking up something. Are you getting this?
Oh, wow. It's incredible.
They're singing. You hear it too? Let me listen. Hang on. You gotta record this.
What's that?
I hear it. Definitely picking up something else.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, quick. Turn them around. See if we can get better reception. Whoa. Hey, hold it. What's in that direction?
The dog pound. Of course. Chanting for freedom.
Come on. To the pound.
That's the signal.
Here's the way, you guys. Come on.
Weird. If we can slip in, can't the dogs get out?
Simon, this is the Eerie Pound. Dogs check in, but they don't check out.
Just some old guy sweeping up.
Must be Old Man Dithers, the dog catcher. I'm not hearing him.
Me neither. All I'm getting is whispers, but I can't make it out.
I think my batteries are low.
Don't you think that's weird? I mean, it's a dog pound. There ought to be barking. Something.
Yeah. Quick, get out of here. I'm hungry.
Everything seems okay. Let's go.
No barking. Unless, of course, you'd like to go for a walk. To the chamber.
I didn't see Steve again until later that night.
But bless my soul, that's my purse. Oh, my, you're a very smart dog. I don't know what I'd have done the rest of the month if you hadn't found that.
What is it?
Steve.
Marshall, help. I heard them. They're everywhere. It's horrible.
Who? What? Get a grip, man.
The dogs, everywhere I go. The horror. The only one who can help. The only one who knows what's going on.
Steve, you're not making any sense.
Something's going down. Something big. Something that the dog found. I think the dogs are planning something horrible.
What are we gonna do?
We gotta get to the pound and get this on tape.
All right! Night patrol.
Don't you think we should call the police or something?
Tell them what? You've been talking to dogs all day? We're on our own. It's up to us to find out what's going on.
It's our duty. Let me check your wires. I want to go home. How am I supposed to hear anything with you whining? The door is propped open with something. It's a bone. Ew! The dog spit all over it. Man. You don't suppose it's Mr. Dithers? What's that? I think that's where they put the dogs to sleep. That's it, I'm gone. Got the lights.
Humans.
What do they want?
Dibs on the fat guy. Bite him.
Do you hear that? I hope.
Bite the hand.
What hand?
Bite the hand that
Sure did.
feeds us.
I don't like the sound of it.
Bite the hand that feeds us.
Bite
Bite the hand that feeds us.
Bite the hand that feeds us. Bite the hand that feeds us. Bite the hand. What did they say? You don't want to know. I'm getting a really bad feeling. I better get out of here.
Where do you think you are going, human scum?
Don't even think about it. So we meet again, metal mouth.
What do you want? What do we want? What do we want? Brothers and sisters, tell these puny bipeds what we want.
No more leashes.
Let them sleep outside, see how they like it.
Down with kibble.
Ban obedience school.
No more stupid pet tricks.
No more deworming.
And no more neutering. We are tired of being treated like dogs. The time for the revolution is nearly here. As soon as we solve the mystery of the doorknob, Eerie is ours. As for you three, if you do exactly as you are told, we may let you go.
Anything. You name it.
Open the cages!
We have to.
We have to what?
Open that cage, Simon. You open these cages and I got
Humans know too much. What do they know? When do they know it?
Freckles is mine.
Today, Eerie. Tomorrow, Indianapolis.
Now what do they want?
Yeah, what do we want?
Ask Evie. She always knows what we want.
We want the metal from his mouth.
They want my retainer.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to them.
My mom will kill me if I lose my retainer.
Forget your mom. We're about to get eaten here. Get in the stupid retainer.
Metal mouth. Metal mouth. Metal mouth.
Stuck now, what do I do?
Metal mouth. Metal mouth. Metal mouth. Metal mouth. Metal mouth.
Come on, hurry up.
Metal mouth. Metal mouth. Metal mouth. Metal mouth. Metal mouth.
Hang on, Steve. Don't panic.
Metal mouth. Steve, do it. Get metal mouth.
That was the last we saw of Steve.
There. That wasn't so bad now, was it?
probably live to tell the tale.
Let Mom see your teeth. Oh, you'd hardly know.
Listen, Marshall, your mother and I know it's tough being a new kid in a strange town. We also know you're a great kid. If you give it some time, you're going to find growing up in Eerie isn't so scary.
I couldn't hide forever. Eventually, I had to go back out into Eerie. But I had no idea who or what was waiting for me. I just hope it walks on two legs.
Oh, hey, Marsh. Did you get your retainer? Well, can I see it?
Just don't call me Metal Mouth.
It's cute. Hey, who's your friend? Hey, boy. How are you? Oh, what a good boy you are. What's your name? Fluffy, huh? That's a good name. It's a good name. Yeah. See you, Metal Mouth.
Maybe it was all a dream. Maybe Fluffy really was man's best friend after all. Then again, maybe not. Listen, Fluffy, or whatever your name is. I gotta finish my paper out. I gotta. Look, see? It's just a regular one. I can't hear a thing. Honest. Suddenly, there it was. Steve's wrecked retainer. Boy, was his mom gonna be mad. I bet Steve doesn't think Eerie is boring anymore.
Do you think we'll ever see Steve again?
Maybe we will, Simon. Maybe we will. So we added Steve's retainer to our Eerie Museum of Weird. Someday, the world will be ready for the truth. But until that day, Simon and I are on our own. When Dad created Mr. Wilson, the friendly automated teller machine, he had no idea what was going to happen to Eerie.
Welcome, friend. I'm Mr. Wilson. Please enter user identification number.
Everybody's heard of the savings and loan scandal. Well, what happened to my best friend Simon was even weirder.
Ready? Let's party!
You know, savings and loans have been getting a lot of bad press lately. Well, times are changing. Thanks to Mr. Wilson, doing business at First Erie Savings will be your pleasure. And now I'd like to introduce you to the man who made this all possible. Inventor, sports enthusiast, family man, Edgar Teller.
Thank you and welcome, neighbors. You now have a friend in the banking business. Unlike other automated banking systems, you will grow to like and even look forward to visiting Mr. Wilson.
Dad said Mr. Wilson would change the banking industry. And Things Incorporated, that's the company he works for, was going to test it right here in Eerie.
Please select a transaction, Mr. Teller. Not only is he fast and accurate like other ATMs, but Mr. Wilson is also warm, dependable, and trustworthy. Plus, he's there for you when you need him 24 hours a day. After all, ain't it good to know you got a friend? Thank you all for coming.
Around here, Good friends are hard to find, especially for a kid like Simon. Too bad he didn't have a bank account.
Encore, Dad. That was great.
I was hoping there would have been a bigger crowd. How was I?
Oh, you're a natural, dear.
Welcome, friend. Please enter user identification number.
S-I-M-O-N. Some friend.
Oh, nice. Hey. You know, I programmed Mr. Wilson to be not unlike myself, so his success is not only a boost to the company, but a nice compliment to my ego.
This came out of the Mr. Wilson. It's a real 20.
You must be mistaken, Simon. Maybe somebody dropped it.
Oh. Keep it, kid. And scram.
Everybody knows money can't buy you happiness. But Simon was about to find out money can buy you big, big trouble. It didn't take long for Mr. Wilson to find out what I already knew. In Eerie, people wanted to be left alone.
Friend.
Who knows what weird stuff they were up to.
Welcome, friend.
Luckily for Mr. Wilson, Simon was more than willing to make a new friend.
Tell Wilson how's it going.
Have a nice day.
In New Jersey, we had the usual convenience stores. We had a Stop and Snack, the Pick and Go, even a Save and Haul. But here in Eerie, we've got the Worldo Stuff, the place that invented one-stop shopping. The Worldo Stuff is run by a weird guy named Radford. Every time I saw him, he was in a different disguise. I can't prove it, but I think he's in the Witness Protection Program. The Sky Monster.
Yeah, and like the advertisement says, boys, not just a tennis show.
It's a way of life,
dude.
Hey, Marshall. Mr. Wilson told you to have a nice day.
But now the payment, Nicholas.
Charge you, Radford.
The name is Rolf. Rolf Schwimmer.
Nick, this should really increase your hang time.
Oh, yeah, man, I'll be getting up.
What's hang time?
Oh, dork, dude. Oh, man.
How high is getting up?
So, tomorrow's my birthday. My dad said he was gonna think about getting me a pair of Sky Monsters, too.
Cool. Well, I'm starving, man, so let's get out of here. Oh, me too, man. My big guts are eating my little guts.
Anybody want something to eat?
All right, yeah, my man. You could buy me a jumbo box of chocolate milk balls. Milk balls. The balls that go moo. I'll get some for us for you. Marshall, my parents went to the Congo for a couple of months and left my brother Ace in charge. You gotta come over. Plus, you guys should see Ace's new girlfriend. No, she's not a girl. She's a woman.
There comes a time when you should hang out with guys your own age. Fortunately, Eddie and Nick are about the best Eerie has to offer.
Hey, thanks for the eats, kid. See you over there, Marshall. Thanks, Squirt. Look good.
On the other hand, Simon is definitely the coolest 9-year-old I'd ever met. For Nick and Eddie, Simon's coolness lasted about as long as it takes to polish off a bag of milk balls. Thanks for the chip, Simon. You got any of your 20 left?
No. King for a day.
I didn't know it was your birthday.
It's not. I was just trying to bug that guy, Eddie. I don't think he likes me.
He's okay. He just doesn't know you yet.
So, let's do something.
I think I'm gonna catch up to those guys.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know if Ace's girlfriend is a girl or a lady.
Okay.
I guess I'll go home then.
I felt bad. I just dusted off my best buddy. But a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Someday Simon would understand that.
Take one down, pass it around. 83 bottles of beer on the wall. Take one down, pass it around. 83 bottles of beer on the wall. Wish I had hang time. Beer on the wall. 62 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 61 bottles of beer on the wall. 61 bottles of beer on the wall. 61 bottles of beer.
Hello, friend. Please enter user identification number.
S-I-M-O-N.
Hello, Simon. Nice to see you again. How are you?
A, fine. B, pretty good. C, I've been better.
Well, keep your chin up. Tomorrow's another day. Please select your banking transaction.
Huh? Help. Wait! Mr. Wilson! Oh, no.
Remember, Simon, I'm here for you. Have a nice day, friend.
The very next day, something strange happened. Simon got the first new pair of sneakers of his life, and he paid cash.
You're definitely getting air, Simon.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hey, those are Sky Monsters Part 2 with bubble soles.
More than just a shoe.
A skywalking machine. Happy birthday, kid. Yeah, man, happy birthday.
My hang time wasn't what it should have.
Well, boys, any other requests?
Mr. Radford. Steve. What's the biggest size ice cream you have? But the best birthday present of all was he said, Simon, you're such a good kid and all. You know how it is. I'm going to raise your allowance.
Oh, right.
Have a nice day.
Your dad said, have a nice day?
Yep, that's my dad.
I know that guy. So how much is he giving you? Good amount.
I don't like to talk, you know, numbers.
You boys getting enough to eat?
You probably think this will spoil my dinner.
You'll eat every bite. Simon, I'm making your favorite, Swedish chicken. Would you like to come for dinner?
Swedish what?
What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, you got any more of that allowance, dude?
We're gonna hang around here.
Whoa. All right. Let's go inside,
yeah. I couldn't believe Simon had passed up Swedish chicken to hang out with Nick and Eddie. Something was wrong.
Honey, did you write a check you didn't tell me about?
Negative.
Only 4 more Brussels sprouts. Eat.
I had to find out what was going on with Simon. But first I had to escape from those Brussels sprouts.
It's funny, only one customer seems to be using Mr. Wilson. You know, maybe if I came up with one of those catchy slogans for Mr. Wilson, he would do even more business.
Overdrawn $240. Where does the money go?
Mom, can I be excused? I finished all my Brussels sprouts.
Sure.
Mr. Wilson, he's better than Brussels sprouts.
Nah.
Good luck, Julia and Kiefer. What kind of birthday cake is that?
I just got the biggest cake they had. It was on special.
Sorry I ditched you the other day. Ace's girlfriend wasn't a girl or a lady. She was lame. Sounds like your mom and dad are having a party.
My mom's not home.
Oh. So, anything new going on with you? Anything exciting or cool? Anything unusual?
I've been seeing Mr. Wilson.
So that's how you're getting the shoes and the ice cream. How can Mr. Wilson do that? You don't have an access code. You don't even have a bank account.
I don't need one. He likes me.
He can't like you. He's a machine.
No, he's not. He's my friend.
Whoa, hey!
Yeah!
It was true. While I had been spending more time with guys my own age, Simon and Mr. Wilson had become pals. Good pals. Extremely good pals.
One bottle of beer on the wall. One bottle of beer. Take one down, pass it around. No bottles of beer on the wall.
I'd like to get to know you. Please select another transaction.
But how'd you become such good friends?
I could have been anything. A radar gun, a garage door opener, but I wanted to work with people.
Isn't he the greatest?
Simon, please, may I suggest a withdrawal? A boy your age does have expenses, you know.
Simon, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but we can get in a heap of trouble. All this money's got to come from somewhere.
Mr. Wilson told me he gets the money from a big Slurpee fund, like all those government guys.
You mean slush fund?
He said just think of it as my allowance.
Simon, please go out and have some fun. And here's some for your friends, too.
You gotta admit, Mr. Wilson was an easy guy to like. I'd never held $100 before. Unfortunately, that's all I could do. Hold it. Somehow spending all that money just didn't feel right. But that didn't stop Simon. To Simon, money was the answer to all his problems. Suddenly he was cooler, funnier, older. Not that he spent much on himself. As far as I could tell, all he bought was some clothes and that pair of Sky Monsters. But he sure loved buying stuff for Eddie and Nick and the others. Young kids, old kids. All they had in common is they wanted to be his friend and spend his money.
Keep it. Scram. Hey, Marshall, check out my hang time.
He was flying. But like they say, what goes up must come down.
Use hammering when you want to say, thank God I don't have a headache anymore. Now, here's tonight's news. The fire department had its hands full with a 2-engine blaze today. Problem is, we only have one engine.
Hello? Hi. Hi.
It's just phenomenal. Mr. Wilson did upwards of $40,000 in business over the weekend. Funny, it's all withdrawals, though. Well, somebody out there must like him.
Well, once the people get to know them, how could they help but fall in love with them?
So, Mr. Wilson is, you know, okay?
Perfecto Garcia.
Yeah, I'll get it. Hold on. It's Mr. Chisel.
Huh? Yes. Big trouble. I'll be there in 2 minutes, Mr. Chisel.
I guess the rule is, if something's too good to be true, then it's probably too good to be true.
Employment and rampant bankruptcy all adds up to one thing. Folks, we're broke, busted, flat out of cash, penniless, in the red, destitute, overdrawn. The well is dry.
I decided to follow Dad. It was time to find out for myself exactly what was going down.
Over 1 million simoleons gone. There's going to be a lot of unhappy bank customers tomorrow morning.
Somebody's got to pay.
Let me just say I'll cooperate any way I possibly can.
Thank you, Mr. Chisel. We'll probably lock you up for a few nights on general principle.
I understand. Here you go. See you, Eddie. I'm leaving Erie's banking needs in Mr. Wilson's hands. Stay tough.
Mr. Teller, we'll be embarking on a very thorough investigation over the next few days.
Whoever's masterminding this is a genius.
Excuse me?
Don't leave town, Mr. Teller.
There's trouble and there's trouble. Eating ice cream before dinner is one thing, but never had I been in the kind of trouble where they'd throw my dad in jail.
See you, boss. Have a nice day.
I had no idea just how friendly Mr. Wilson could get with other people's money. The entire town of Eerie was overdrawn. Even the Worldo stuff was out of stuff. Everybody was broke. Everybody but Simon.
James, take these babes shopping.
Hey, Simon, we gotta talk.
You guys go ahead. Bye-bye. What? What is it?
We gotta give the money back.
What are you talking about? You heard Mr. Wilson. It's all from a slush fund.
Slush fund, Simon. And it's not from a slush fund. It's from other people's accounts. If you're rich, it's because somebody else is poor. It won't be long before somebody figures out where the money went.
The money is just Mr. Wilson's way of being a friend.
I know he's your friend, Simon. But if that money isn't back by morning, they're gonna pull the plug on Mr. Wilson. And they're gonna arrest my dad. Come on. What's the matter?
I don't know. I don't want to go back to being regular old Simon.
I like regular old Simon. I mean, look at you. The way you act. These clothes. We used to hate guys like this.
But I got all these new friends now.
No, you don't. Hey, Nick. Huh? What's this guy's name?
Oh, dude, what are you kidding? It's my whole pal Moneybag, see?
No, really. What's his real name?
Hey, I don't know.
I forgot too, man.
This slipped my mind.
I'm Simon.
Simon,
oh,
that's
cool,
right.
man.
I knew that.
Take it easy, Simon. Later, boy.
We had no choice but to stuff and lick a deposit envelope for every man, woman, and child in Eerie. Simon would never be the same. Neither will my tongue.
Simon, where have you been? You know how lonely I get.
We brought you something, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, shouldn't have. Well, I've got something for you. Select a transaction, please. Deposit. You made a mistake. Try again.
No mistake, Mr. Wilson. We're giving back all the money. I'm sorry.
Wait, Simon, you can't do this to me. Simon! Simon!
We're hurting his feelings. He doesn't have feelings.
Oh, yes, I do. I thought we were friends.
You don't have to give me money to be your friend.
Wait! Simon! Why are you hurting me like this? Simon, talk to me, Simon. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 99 bottles of beer.
It started to make sense. The more money we put back into Mr. Wilson, the more he acted like a teller machine, until almost nothing was left of Simon's friend.
Pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. 5 bottles of beer.
I hate doing this.
It probably went back to the very first day. No one but Simon would treat a teller machine like a real person. I guess you gotta find friends wherever you can.
I'm not a machine.
Goodbye, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson was never the same after we returned all the money. Dad called it a short. I call it a nervous breakdown. Even though Mr. Chisel was cleared on all counts of bank fraud, the judge sentenced him to 1,000 hours of community service, just in case. The least I could do was make sure Simon got to have a real birthday party, with his name on the cake and everything. Dad seems a lot happier now. He says Mr. Wilson was ahead of his time. And even though Mr. Wilson didn't change the way Eerie did banking, he did change the way Simon and I thought about stuff.
You know what's weird?
Besides Eerie?
They always tell you can't buy friends. But I think you can. You know, guys like Nick and Eddie. But it's like buying expensive tennis shoes. They cost way too much. And they don't last very long.
Can I use that?
Where's my briefcase?
Right on the counter.
The problem with losing stuff is it always happens when you're not watching. Of course, if you were watching, I guess the stuff wouldn't get lost, would it?
Simon, you're a genius.
I am?
All the stuff that was getting lost had to go somewhere. Like my mom said, it doesn't have legs. Simon and I set out to lose something on purpose so we could follow it and see what happens.
Don't ever do that again, young man. You almost gave me a coronary.
Where am I?
You're in the Bureau of Lost. Nope, I'm going to have to wire the head office for instructions on this one. The only solution may be for you to be misplaced.
Misplaced?
Ready, George?
Ready anytime you are, Gorby.
Oh, we were ready, all right. Ready for anything but what was about to happen. We didn't know it yet, but we were in for the scariest Halloween of all time, and we weren't even gonna make it out of the house. Okay, here's the plan. We fake Harley here doing a little baby slapstick. You know, something stupid or weird. Get it on video, enter it on that home video show, and voila! We're on prime time. Stuff in our pockets full of 10,000 simoleons.
I like it.
What was that? Harley. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If Harley's in the Mummy movie, then where's the... Hey, duct tape for brains.
Ouch!
Simon Holmes, your turn to see Nurse Nancy.
Nurse Nancy had just started to work at the school. All the teachers loved her, especially the kind that liked to assign round-the-clock homework. I knew the second I saw Nurse Nancy that something was very wrong.
Come with me, Simon. This won't take long. The process is entirely painless, but you must remember to keep your eyes on the charts. Now, read the first line of the first chart, the first and second lines of the second chart, all of the third chart. See how easy it is? Children can be so disruptive, don't you agree? Sometimes they just need a little help to remind them to behave. Now, repeat after me. All work and no fun makes Simon a good boy.
It's the 11th zombie today.
Excuse me?
Something strange is going on. You notice how silent it is? All the kids are so lifeless. There's no verve. I don't know.
This is scary.
Oh, I've corrected the vision of many children in my lifetime, Mr. Teller. And you are a prize catch. Yes, I'm going to have fun.
I'll show you fun. Simon, let the games begin. Simon. Simon! Hey, Simon. Check this out. Mary B. Carter. It's got a real old stamp and everything.
Mars, today at the World of Stuff, you found a letter. I once tried to mail that letter and I couldn't. Since you're the one who found that letter, you're the one who has to deliver it in person.
But I don't have your letter.
Sure you do. When you wake up, look at your nightstand.
Wow. What a nightmare. Here. Take that piece of paper out of my suit. You dirty, lice-infected little rugrat.
You think this is funny? I'm gonna pound you into mush.
But what did I do?
Trip McConnell should have been my husband. But Trip McConnell's been dead for 62 years.
He's a ghost!
Hey, come on, guys. It's after midnight. Time to turn in.
But, Dad, tonight's the night we set our watches back 1 hour for daylight savings time.
Nice try, Spock, but logically speaking, Indiana doesn't go on daylight savings time.
Janet Donner, 13, presumed runaway. Yeah, she's on almond milk cartons.
What her poor parents must be going through.
It says here she's been missing exactly a year tomorrow.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna set my watch back like the rest of the planet. I knew Eerie was weird, but this was ridiculous. The whole town had just disappeared. No people, no cars, no nothing. This is gonna sound kind of weird, but, I got up this morning, and everybody was gone. You guys are the first people I see today. You don't happen to know what's going on, do you?
Well, first of all, those trash collectors are not your friends.
Tell me something I don't know. Like, where is everybody?
Well, just let's say you screwed things up big time when you set your watch back, and you wound up 1 hour behind everybody else in Eerie. Welcome to the lost hour. Now listen, kid. There's another kid running around who doesn't belong here, just like you. Only she's been here for a year. Now, I need you to find her and to convince her that I can get the two of you out of here.
Marshal, look!
charge here. Where's your mom?
She's traveling. Yeah, she's traveling around the world.
Oh, really?
I couldn't help it over here. Your bike's missing?
Yeah.
Sarah Bob.
Sarah Bob changed when she signed her drawing. By signing her name, she acquired some new power to be herself. And that wasn't the only new power she acquired. Who's that?
That's my family.
Wait a minute. This pictures of those jerks?
I don't draw things the way they are. I draw things the way I wish they were.
Mom's not here?
No, she was here a while ago, but she seems to have disappeared suddenly. Yeah, it was weird. One second she was there, the next...
Hey, those are my private drawings.
Oh, yes. This is it. This is the one of your fantasy family sketch, huh?
They're my creation. They're exactly what I always wanted. Don't touch it, Marshall. Be careful. Oh, please. No, don't rip it. They're going to disappear.
Sarah Bob. Sarah Bob, that's not your mom. She's my mom. I want her back.
But I drew her. She's mine now.
Draw a picture of your own mom.
That's just it. I'm not sure. Even if I did draw her, I don't know if she would want me.